We will start with Head Coach John Herdman. Before we begin, I'd like to share that as of tonight's victory, John has become the winningest coach for Canada in international A matches at 22. So congratulations, John, on that victory. And we will start with a question from Neil Davidson from Canadian Press.
You were up against an El Salvador team that hasn't given up many goals this year, yet your team ripped them apart in the first few minutes. What did you think of that opening?
Thanks, Neil. Yeah, look, it's what the team promised. Internally we wanted to start at the same attacking intensity that they finished against Honduras. So we knew El Salvador, they had a really gutsy defense, and the longer they were able to stay in the game, the tougher it would get for us. We knew that. So the plan was to get right on the front foot and to give that intensity to every part of our attacking. So really proud of the lads, the way they took that on. They were able to silence the crowd. I mean, they were booed at home coming off the bus, which I think fired them up a little bit. It was just one of those starts. We knew we had to hit this team hard and had to hit it early, and everything pretty much inspired from, just carrying on that performance from Honduras.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, Neil. We'll go to Derek Van Dice from Post Media, please.
John, congratulations on the win, and on setting the record for coaches, Canadian coaches, international matches. I want to ask you guys, we saw what Honduras was doing. We saw the kind of dirty plays and trying to get under your skin, and basically they were lucky to have two guys not sent off in the first half. But is that another learning lesson for your guys? Is that this is what's going to happen? They're going to try and get under your skin. They're going to, especially for a guy like Tejon, who they seem to target today for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, and I think we were able to do a little bit of that against the US as well. So I think you are learning that there are dark arts here in the games in Concacaf. It's part of the style. I mean, that team it's a big part of how they play. They have a high pressing system, high intensity players, but by breaking the game up constantly, they're able to quickly regenerate, recover, and then go again. So we knew that was part of it. We said embrace it, embrace all of that. But the bit that's important for us is when one guy goes down, all 11 are in. And that's one thing we've said with Canada. There's never a man alone, and you'll see that every single time. That's what we've changed here. And I'm not asking them to step down from that. I think I felt for Tejon, because I was saying to the fourth official, that was the fifth time he'd been hit and they hadn't issued a yellow, and then Tejon gets a yellow for reacting. I mean, the kid was able to withstand sort of 5 and then a stamp on his ribs. So it was just, it is what it is. I think we're enjoying that part of it, being able to show, in those moments that we'll always be together. And I think that's what teams know. They're up against 11 guys in every moment.
Thanks, John. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, Derek.
We'll go to Joshua Cloak from The Athletic, please.
Hey, John. Jonathan David had a real big performance tonight. Maybe didn't have the kind of performances he would have wanted through 2 games. What did you see from him throughout training this week that led you to believe he would bounce back in this game?
Well, I think he missed the Gold Cup. I think that would have really helped him. I think being just in that cohesion with the players. But we understand players had club commitments, and it's just building the chemistry back up. If you ask, how he plays at his club, it's very different to here. We ask him to, play on the top of the box at times. We ask him to then be the lone 9. We ask him to exchange with, Osorio, and it is that sort of chemistry. And I think he started to find that tonight. But the one thing with this kid, there's just no ego there. He worked for this team tirelessly. The body was on the line. He hunted. And then there he is, that position in the box. And that's what he's just brilliant at. And in a key moment, he was just alive to that moment. So he is a predator. And I think you all know we have got to rotate this squad. It's going to be really important. I mean, every game I'd love to see Kyle and Johnny playing together, but yeah, this rotation part is critical. And Big Kyle, he had a sore quad tonight, and I would love to have had him in the field at a certain point. But I can bring on Lucas Cavallini. I can bring on David Wotherspoon. I mean, it's just fantastic what we've built here.
Thank you, Joshua. Next, we will go to Moses Waldu from Global, please.
Thanks, Sandra. Congratulations once again, John. Fantastic effort here, grabbing 3 points and putting yourself currently second place. But just take me through what you've seen over the last 3 games, the progression with this team, knowing how to battle through what they needed to in terms of obstacles, or in this case, some of the physicality from El Salvador. But just take me through what the growth of this team during the first 3 matches of this qualifier.
Yeah, there's been growth, and like I say, if you get into the first day of training when you're bringing guys that haven't played together, for some of them for 8-9 weeks, and you've only got two sessions to bring them together, one thing that's clear is the foundation of trust. The culture is strong, and we will bounce back from tough moments. I think that's something that doesn't change. When we reconnect, we set the values. They created a new code of the shirt for this 14-game campaign. The leaders presented that, and that's our foundation. We had no COVID cases. Players are dialed in. They're ready to fight for each other, and that's the foundation I think all success will be built on. And then we've seen the tactical shifts. Tonight they were able to start in that 4-4-2 high pressing, and then you see El Salvador started to get control and adapt their structures. So we were adapting again with a 5-3-2. And the players have had this experience together, either through June in the Gold Cup, that we can adapt in games and not get caught in long periods where we're losing momentum that lead to poor outcomes like goals conceded. So I think that was real growth tonight. We shifted structure 3-4 times, and the players were pretty seamless with it. So and it's exciting to be with this group because they're so freaking talented. It's an absolute gift.
Thank you. We'll go to Gavin Day next from MLS.com, please.
Thanks, Sandra. John, 5 points out of the first camp. How do you feel sitting on that after these first 3 games? And how do you approach next month with starting with 2 tough road games?
Yeah, I mean, we're content. I mean, we wanted 7. I mean, 7 would have been, or 9 would have been the perfect start. But what we've learned is this is Concacaf. We had to have that Honduras learning in the first 45 to feel the intensity when these teams are putting everything on the line, and they are. There's no doubt about that. You can feel it. No one's going to lie down or back down at any moment. So that was a great experience for us, and we needed it. And I'll say, given what I've seen from the results, there hasn't been too many goals separating teams. So to take 3 goals tonight and an away result against the US, and to get the draw at home, that wasn't what we wanted, but we would take it given what we've learned. So 5 points, I think, maybe puts us close to second place, and we just got to grow every game, and every game's going to be another battle. And it's I don't know how many we got left, 12, 13, 11, I don't know, I can't even remember. 11 games of a massive war to get us there. That's what we're in.
Thank you. And John, just maybe a last comment from you on the scene at the end of the match and the supporters in the South End.
Love it, Sandra. I mean, like there are moments where this is what this team lives for, to feel that connection with their country, and we only feel it through the fans. And that connection was special tonight. While there was a lot of El Salvadorians there, I mean, that's Canada, that's our reality as a country. We're a diverse nation, but those hardcore fans that show up, and they're fighting every moment with us to make sure their chant's louder. So yeah, to be in that moment at the end where they get that chant going, God, that was priceless, Absolutely priceless.
Thank